If you're a business owner or entrepreneur, what is a termination clause in an LOI contract and how does it help or hurt you? This is a fantastic question. I'm Scott Sylvan, coming live from Sacramento, California. A perfect day to talk about sales and business, and a fantastic day to talk about you for consulting secrets. All right, so you have a letter of intent and you're reading through it and you see this thing that says termination clause. You're like, okay, wait, what does this mean? Now remember, an LOI, or sometimes people refer to it as an LOI contract, is an arrangement. It's an agreement saying, here's what we both propose. It's an engagement ring on selling your business, so to speak. And so sometimes what happens is you look at the first party that comes to you and you're like, hey, I think we could probably do a deal together. And they look at you and they go, hey, I think we could probably do a deal together. So you say, I propose you buy me or I buy you. And they go, great. And so you go through all the documentation, you send out the LOI, and then there's like this clause in there that says termination contract. Then what it is, termination clause. And what this is the ability for you to say, I don't necessarily think we're going to get along. I don't necessarily think that we should work together. And a non-binding LOI is just like, hey, here's what we're going to do. Now, some clauses are going to say what you have to do. Please send an email. Please send a certified piece of mail. Please make a phone call. And what it is just, I don't think we can make this work. And there's a couple of reasons for this, right? Let's say you start down the process of selling your company, selling your business, and the people that you're working with, you like, over time, you're just like, I just don't think I want to sell to them. So you initiate your termination clause. You may find that what they want and the information that they need is unreasonable. Okay, you may find that in your mind or in their mind, you're dragging your feet or they're dragging their feet getting you information. These are just a few reasons why you may say, hey, look, it's time to hit this termination clause and we're gonna break up. Now here's the thing. If you're doing at least $2 million a year in revenue with a 10% profit margin and you're looking to sell in the next 0 to 36 months and you want some help on the exit, you should absolutely reach out to the Deal Hotline, 888-DEAL-919, 888-DEAL-919, and a member of my team can help you out. No deal is too big. So this termination clause allows for you to say, hey, we got the ball rolling, we started the process, we're going through the process, and it just didn't work out. No harm, no foul, we just can't work together. And so what is supposed to happen is any data that came from your co or my co going to the data room is supposed to be destroyed. Right? We are going to delete it. We are going to let it go. We are going to set this aside. It depends upon what was lined out in your LOI contract, depending upon what you want to call it. And it's really just a straightforward way of saying, we don't want to do this anymore. We're going to take our marbles and we're going to go home. And you may have various reasons. It could be that you as a seller, you get cold feet and you're like, I've gone through all this work and I've got a really good company and I think I want to hold on to it for a little bit longer. I could probably get more for it if I could get some more profit out of this business and streamline a couple of things and maybe get some intellectual property. Or let's go down the path. Not everybody gets along. Not like in an engagement that's like, hey, do I like you? Do you like me? Let's see if we can actually work together, live together, be married. It's the same thing. Now, here's something that can happen as well. You're selling your co to parent company, parent co. And something goes sideways with them. They lose their funding. Something ends up in the news about them. And you're like, no way am I selling my business and my baby to this company. It allows you to say, we're done. We're not going to do this. Now, occasionally, I want to give you a bonus tip here. Occasionally, it's a personality conflict. Occasionally, it's like, I just don't get along with this person. If it's a personality conflict, see if there's somebody else you can work with. If you are so inclined to still sell your business and still move on from whatever you're doing in a meaningful way, that's a, hey, I'm not getting along with John. Can you find me somebody else? I really like your company. Sometimes we get emotional around things we put in time, energy, effort, money, risk, or reputation in. And sometimes emotional side on our end when we go to sell pushes up. And it could just be a conflict of, I don't like you, you don't like me. Let's see if we can find somebody else because of what you're going through. Be aware that there are emotions that you go through when selling a business. You got one of 3 things to do from here. Just one of 3, find the subscribe button, click on it, and every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, you know what you got to do. Share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.